overall Microsoft AI-led vision. And then we would be coming on to our core topic, advanced budgeting and financial reporting for this particular session. And then our senior functional consultant, Mr. Rahul Rajapan, will be taking you through the technical presentation of advanced budgeting and financial reporting. I have with me our senior functional consultant, Mr. Rahul Rajapan, and our marketing associate, Anjana Jayachandran, to assist me during this webinar. Whatever questions you have, you can put it up in the chat box. Our experts will continuously answer your questions in the chat box itself. We will, at last, we will have a question and answer round where we'll allow your mic and you can unmute yourself and ask your queries, and we'll answer it then and there. So these are some of the past sessions that we have covered in last 1.5 years. We have conducted almost 9 webinars. We have conducted one roundtable conference at Microsoft Office as well. All these webinars, we have covered almost all the prominent business applications modules. You can access them on our website, on our video library portal. Anjana will put up the link to the video library portal. You can simply log in to sign up to it, and you'll be able to access all of our previous recordings. Some of them are in bite-sized videos so that you can search specific subtopics as well. And some of the for some of the webinars, the whole recording is available. So these are the two sessions that we covered in last 2 days. General ledger, customer real estate solution that we have developed as an ISV solution on top of Microsoft Dynamics. And then yesterday we covered bank management, which is a standard module in finance, Dynamics 365 finance. And then two solutions that the solution consulting has developed as ISVs, treasury management and investment management. Today, we would be covering advanced budgeting. Advanced budgeting is again a custom solution developed by TSC and financial reporting for management. We'll be covering a little bit about our company profile. We have recently become a Microsoft Solutions partner from a gold partner. This requires us to score full on certain parameters put up by Microsoft, and we were able to do it in our 8th year of operation. At the moment, we have almost 130 plus strength of technical and functional consultant across domains, across industries, across functions. We have delivered more than 100 projects in last 7 years, and we are proud to say that in a ERP market where 50 to 60% of the ERP implementations are not 100% successful, all of our projects have been 100% successful, and majority of the clients are still working with us. We are providing them support and maintenance, so we have a very high client retention rate as well. uh, we are headquartered in Dubai. Uh, we started our operations 1 year back in Riyadh as well, in Saudi Arabia, and we have our two delivery centers in India, in Kochi and Hyderabad. With respect to services that we offer all the kind of IT services, be it any kind of IT consulting, end-to-end project implementation, any third-party app integration or application integration that you might require, on top customizations that you might require on your Dynamics implementation, support and maintenance services we provide, and we do also have an analytics arm. uh, the products that we have that we can implement for you, we have everything that is under Microsoft Dynamics 365 umbrella, be it finance, supply chain, CRM solutions, HR, payroll, Business Central, Power BI. If you want to migrate from on-premise to cloud, we can do it as well. So everything under Microsoft Dynamics 365 umbrella, we'll be able to help you or assist you with. With respect to the industries that we have expertise in, we have deep expertise in retail, healthcare, core manufacturing sector. In BFSI sector, we have worked with a couple of banks. We have worked with money exchanges. In real estate, we have worked with a couple of big companies in the GCC region. In energy, oil and gas sector, we have a couple of clients that we have done full blown implementations. Recently, we have acquired two clients in the education sector as well. Uh, in our starting years, we have worked with multiple companies in the technology and telecom sector as well. Logistics, transportation, distribution and trading, construction and infrastructure. We also have some clients where we have delivered certain modules or done full-blown implementations. Uh, the philosophy on which we work is we are not a sales-driven organization. That's why 95% of our company strength, employee strength is based out of technical and functional consultants. So we are not a sales-driven organization. We are a delivery-centric, customer-centric organization. We focus on building partnership and solving business problems together. This is the overall digital transformation philosophy that we follow. We say that uh, we are here to solve your business problem through technology, not just solving your technology problem, because your technology problem could be only the tip of the iceberg, that is your infrastructure or application problem. Upgrading infrastructure or implementing a new ERP solution, it's just the tip of the iceberg. We try to hit the overall business model, try to position the organization for growth and prepare it for upcoming uncertainties, and we try to imbibe a culture of data-driven decision making across the overall stakeholder ecosystem, be it employees, partners, suppliers, or customers. In case you are new to Microsoft One Data Platform, Microsoft is probably the only organization which has all the solution which a business might require. Starting, they have all the length and breadth of solutions available that covers end-to-end business processes, be it productivity and collaboration tools that we have used that we are using day in day out, Word, PowerPoint, Excel, Outlook, Microsoft Teams, business for business applications and automating and digitizing your process. Microsoft Dynamics 365 have finance, supply chain, sales, marketing, field service, commerce. All these applications cover end-to-end process. It can automate end-to-end process of yours. And Microsoft also has Power Platform, where if any other application is required to completely digitize your business, Power Apps, Power Pages, Power BI, Power Virtual Agents will be able to help you in doing so. All of this is built on Azure OpenAI service and Azure Global Cloud Infrastructure Services. Uh, so Microsoft has been promoting its solution Copilot, which is a AI integration into Microsoft Dynamics 365 business applications. Its vision of an AI-led ERP system with Copilot is centered around integrating AI into majority of its business applications, be it finance, supply chain, commerce, human resources, project operations. All of them have multiple use cases uh, where you can level up to the level up from your current level of productivity, efficiency, and you're streamlining your operations. It is embedded into Dynamics 365 suite, and it serves as an intelligent assistant which can completely automate your routine tasks. It can provide business insights, and it will help you make better decisions through natural language interpretation. Coming up to our session today, we would be covering budgeting, advanced budgeting, and financial reporting. These are some of the subtopics that our senior functional consultant, Mr. Rahul Rajapan, would be covering. You can just have a look at what all we would be covering today, and you can uh, wait for that particular topic to be presented. Uh, Meanwhile, Anjana, if you can run a particular poll that we have designed for you just to understand the kind of audience that we have and the level of understanding that you have of Microsoft Dynamics 365, how much awareness do you have? It will help us storyboard the session in that particular way. So, Anjana, if you can run that particular poll.
Yes, I'm sure the poll is up. Everyone, please respond to the poll, whichever option you find that's relevant to you.
We have only 13 responses till now. I can see there are almost 40 plus people available. So at least we would be expecting half of the responses. Guys, please respond. It will help us check how much knowledge you have of Microsoft Dynamics. So I think Rahul, for you, majority of them, almost 60 60 plus percent, they know about Dynamics. They some of them are looking to implement Dynamics. All have already implemented some version of Dynamics. A few are here for a casual exploration, and I don't think so anybody is hearing Microsoft Dynamics for the first time. So, uh, Rahul, I'll pass on the baton to you, and you can start presenting your screen and continue from here.
Thank you, Anshul. Let me bring up my screen. Sorry. Okay, are you able to see the screen?
Yes, Rahul.
Okay. Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Rahul, and I work with DSE as the functional consultant, finance and operations. And I'm here to give a brief idea about the advanced budgeting and how to reduce the manual work of multiple persons um, and save the time and effort, and how effectively we can use the reports and managerial decision making. Okay. So as you all know, the time and effort are two of the most valuable resources we have. Okay, wasting our time and effort in unnecessary things will lead to deviate from our actual goals that we are heading to. And I believe using these resources wisely to achieve the organization goals is more important rather than keep on insisting someone for the manual task. Our priority is to align with our values and long-term objectives and focusing energy on activities that yield the meaningful results. So here comes the role of automation of business process by which you can maximize the productivity and satisfaction. So TSE has developed a custom solution to ease the departmental yearly budgeting process and management reporting. This will minimize the manual works done by the budgeting department and hence utilize the time for some productive activities. So here we will cover these topics. I will go through the basic budgeting and some of the budget control, budget controls, what we have to do, and advanced budget control setups and advanced budget budget uh, um, budget journal, consolidated budget journal, and few of the things. And at the end of the session, you will have a basic idea of how the budgeting and budget control works in D365 and how we have reduced the manual work of the end users and how we have minimized the risk of data entry error. And reducing the manual work can significantly enhance the productivity, save the time, and minimize the errors. Okay, let's start with the basic budgeting and budget control configuration. So this is the F&O homepage, and we have the modules on the left-hand side. And in your organization, if you want to maintain a strict financial control over your operations, also need to align your spending with the strategic goals. So as the end of the financial fiscal year, your organization will start to plan the budget. So it needs to be allocated appropriately across the department, projects, and cost centers. Multiple dimensions. By using this budgeting module, basic budgeting module by Microsoft Dynamics 365, the organization we can create detailed budget for each business unit, department, project, and cost centers. Additionally, it can define budget parameters and models that allows you to collect allocation of funds based on the revenue projection and anticipated expenses. So this is the expanded form of the module. You can see the workspaces, reports, setups. We will go through the setups and find how the controls and expenses control the expenses through basic budgeting. After this, we will move to the advanced budgeting. So first we will go to the setup of the basic budgeting. And first we need to set up the dimensions for the budgeting. Under the basic budgeting, you have the option of setting up the dimensions for budgeting. Here on the left-hand side, you can see the available dimensions from the chart of accounts, and on the right hand side you can see the dimension needed for the budget. This is the initial setup for budget control. So the next thing is to set up the budget codes. So budget codes are nothing but the codes used to categorize and manage different types of budget transactions, helping organizations track and control their budget plans. Budget codes are often associated with budget register entries, and entries are used to record and manage the amounts. So these are the different types of budget codes that we use. And one is the original budget. Different types are like original, transfer, revision, encumbrances, and carry forward. So original is nothing but the initial budget allocated for a department or a project or a business unit. And transfer is the moving budget from one account or department to the other account. And revision is adjustments made for the original budget to reflect new information or priorities. Encumbrances are the commitment made for the future expenses, such as purchase orders or contracts. And carry forward budgets are nothing but the unspent previous year budget, which is transferred to the new fiscal year. So under basic budgeting, we will configure the budget model. So budget model is nothing but a framework used to define and organize how budgets are structured and managed. It acts as a container for budget data, allowing organization to maintain multiple budgets of different scenarios, fiscal years, departments. Budget models play a crucial role in planning, forecasting, and analyzing financial performances. It provides flexibility to create various budget types, track performance, and integrate with financial dimension and budget control mechanism. So, so we can look at the budget cycle right now. Budget cycle typically aligns with a fiscal year or another fiscal period, such as quarter or a month. It represents the framework within the budgeting activities that take place. For example, there are annual budget cycles, there are quarterly budget cycles, there are monthly budget cycles based on the organizational needs. So we will move on to the budget control. Budget control is a financial management features that that help the organization ensure that spending stayed with the predefined budget limit. So it allows the business to monitor and enforce budget constraint in real time, ensuring that actual expenditures do not exceed the approved budgeted amounts. Budget control in D365 allows you to track expenses, commitments like purchase orders and contracts against available budget funds. It can issue warnings or prevent transaction if spending exceeds the set budget limits. So under this setup, you have the budget control. Under the budget control, you can see the budget control configurations. So here we can configure the dimensions for the budget control. So earlier we saw that we saw how to bring the dimensions for the budgeting from the chart of accounts. And here we can see the dimensions are used for controlling the budget. We can choose the dimensions to control dimension out of available budget dimensions. So these are here we will have the available budget dimension, and based on the organizational needs, you can add or remove the dimensions. So in this tab, you can provide the over budget permissions based on the user groups. And here we can define the calculations that determine available budget funds. So budget funds available in the sense how to calculate the budget fund available. So here we have the original budget, preliminary budget, budget revisions. So based on the organization needs, we can create this particular formula to define the available budget funds. So here we set up the source document and accounting journals for the budget control. So budget check and control is enabled in daily journals, fixed asset journals, PO and PR, vendor invoices and invoice journal. All these are based on the organizational requirements. We can activate the source document and accounting journal. So here we will assign the model budget model to the budget cycle. And here we will define the budget control rules. So budget control rules, you must create a specific rule based on the multiple financial dimension combination or a main account and financial dimension combination based on the organization needs. We can it is not necessary that we have to create the rules for all the main accounts. This mainly there will be rules for fixed assets and expenses generally in all the organizations. So these are the some standard rules that we have created. Okay. After this process, in this tab, you can activate the control configuration, turn on and turn off the budget control. And after budget control is turned on, you will receive the budget control warning. You will receive the error messages in the documents and journals, which are configured in the budget control. You can configure the budget control so that users are warned when they exceed the budget funds. So whenever you make an entry, either a PR entry or a PO entry, the invoices, journals, anything, the users will get a warning if their budget is exceeded. So now we will move on to the budget register entries. So in the budgeting module under the workspaces, you have the budget register entries. So a budget register entry is used to enter, modify, or adjust the budget amount in the system. So let's say the initial budget allocations, the budget adjustments during the year, the transfer of budget between the accounts and departments, the revision of the budget, the carry forward of the budget to the next fiscal year. So all these things are done in the budget register entries. So this is one of the list page of the budget register entries. Here we can create the budget register entries. Just click on the new button. It will take you to this particular page and you can just create the budget register entries. So this is the line level of the budget register entries. There are some mandatory fields that are need to be filled in. You need to fill in the budget model, the budget groups, the financial dimensions, the currency, the amount, the period, etc. So once this is created, you will just submit the workflow for the budget, and once the workflow is completed, you will update the budget balances. So this particular balances will be updated. So now we will move to the advanced budgeting module. This module is designed by TSE to reduce the manual work of the budget manager or the budget department. As well as the internal departments. There are multiple departments in an organization. So basically, they will be sending some budget request at the end of the year. So budget manager will be consolidating, or the budget department will be consolidating all this requests from the different departments and submitting the management to for the budget approvals. So all this process, which are handled manually in an organization, can be done through this particular module. Okay. So here is the list of this is the module, and here are the list of list which is available. So first I will briefly explain you the concept of this module. So instead of sending the emails and all this departmental dramas, so we can easily enter the budget requirements in a budget journal, which is closely controlled by the user groups. So instead of sending multiple mails and getting the data from the different departments, we can just create one journal which is controlled by a journal name to a particular department. So once the budget journal is created, the user or the departments will get automatically notified by the notifications which is enabled, and they can submit their particular budget for that particular year. Once they submit the budget, the consolidated budget will be automatically created, and the budget manager can take the decision whether to allocate the budget, whether to deduct the budget, whether not to give the budget, whatever he can decide in this particular consolidated budget journal. So here we have created one custom journal name field. So here we have the list of journal names, and we have the journal type as the budget planning, which we have given, and we have given a private user group. So this is for, let's say this is for an administration. So there will be some CEO office, there will be some customer relationship, IT department, blah, blah, blah. So all this we will be having one private user group. So inside this particular budget journal, only those people will be able to see that um, particular journal. So the next thing is that the budget control. So this particular sheet, this particular budget control sheet is an auto-populated sheet. So this directly come from the item. From the items which we are creating, it will automatically get inserted in this particular sheet. And we have the ledger accounts which are needed for this particular sheet, and all the financials which are needed. All these things are auto-populated from different tables. First, this item code and description is getting populated directly from the directly from the product master. The ledgers are getting populated directly from the posting profile, which this particular items are mapped. And this type is automatically populated from the main account table, this particular main account table, and this financials, this budget type, everything is getting auto-populated from this main account table. So there is no need for manual intervention in this particular table. So the next thing is that the budget journal. So here we will create different budget journals for different departments. So this will be created by the budget manager, and this will be a one-time task. So he will just create this particular journal. And once this journal is created, this particular department will get the notification that this is being created. And this expiry date is set like this is the expiry date for that particular department to submit their budget. And this is for that particular fiscal year they are submitting the budget. So this that particular department will only be seeing this one particular line which is allocated to them. Once the this is the line level view of this particular budget journal. So once the department starts entering this data, all these datas are auto populated. For example, these are the financial dimensions which we saw in the earlier stage. So these particular financial dimensions are auto populated from the employee financial dimension. This is the item code which is coming from the budget control table. So the end user need to just select this particular item code, need to select this particular item code and give the description and give the date and give the initial quantity and initial amount. Only these two fields will be available for editing. All other fields are auto-populated from the budget control table. So here there is no risk of um, there is no risk of manual editing or intervention. Nothing will be there. And this is also a one-time job. If you are doing this particular task in the next year, the same task in the next year, we have given one more option to retrieve this particular journal from the previous year. So all these lines will be auto-populated from the previous year lines. Okay, so once all this data is filled, once this expiry date is over, this particular field will be freezed. So the department will not be able to do any transaction after this particular date. If you want to unlock it, the budget manager alone will be having an option to unlock this particular journal. Now moving on to the consolidated budget journal. Consolidated budget journal is nothing but the consolidation of all the department budgets into a one journal. So this is like for the year 2025. This particular this all the journals will be consolidated into this particular journal. So you can see the same form which we saw in the journal, but we will be having all the department data here. So here the budget manager will be having the option only to edit this final quantity and the final rate. Apart from that, he won't be able to edit any of the fields. He won't be able to delete any of the fields. So they can know, the department will know how much they have given and how much they have allocated. And we have developed two more journals like staff budget journal. So this staff budget journals are staff budget journal. So staff budget journal is nothing but this is an auto-populated journal and auto-calculated journal. This is not for the posting purpose, but for the reporting purpose. So we have given based on the main account category. We will main account category. We can generate just with a click. We can generate this particular table for the reporting purpose for this particular year. So in the current, this will give you the whole idea of the whole like the projected like the projections for the next year. So this table can give you a lot more idea on the staff cost. And we have one more journal like revenue journal. So here also we have the same concept based on the main account category. this will directly pull the data. This will get the historical data from the past year, and it will calculate the data for the next year. This is also a projected. This will also give you a projection for the next year budgeting. Based on these tables, we can directly create the projected balance sheet for the projected financials for the coming years. So going back to the budget journal postings. So we saw this. These are the different departmental budget that we saw, right? Departmental budgets. So once this has been submitted to the management, and the management gives the approval for the budget, the budget department manager will come back here, and he will just approve this particular workflow. Once this workflow is approved, this particular post button will be enabled. So once this post button is enabled, he can just click on this post button. Automatically, this particular entry will be created in the budget register entry in the basic budgeting module. So that particular entry is being created here. You can see one draft entry is being created in the budgeting module. 2 lines directly from our budget journal has been created. Here you can just click on the submit. You can go through this particular workflows, and you can update the balances. So all this Excel works, which budget manager has to send to the departments. They have to get back all the Excels. They have to consolidate the Excel. They have to manually prepare the reports, and there are chances of making lot of mistakes. All these have been mitigated through this particular small module, which has the capability of giving a lot more output. Okay, this is a simple brief about our advanced budgeting module. Next, we will go to the financial reporting part. So we have some inbuilt SSRS reports which are available. These are the standard SSRS reports which are available. The actual versus budget. This give you a more brief idea of the actual versus budget. And here we have the budget analysis report, and this also give you a better idea. These are the standard reports. So this is just for your informations. And this is one of the custom report which we have created. This is the master budget control account, master budget control. So this report we have directly took it from the budget register entries. Here we have the original amount, transfer amount, and additions, and the total. So here we can directly export to Excel, and we can consolidate based on the business units, based on the cost centers, or whatever dimensions is there. We can fetch this particular report. And we have one more report, that is the budget report by ledger. This I have exported to Excel directly from the system. So this one give you this particular report also you can fetch based on different financial dimension and different different financial dimensions and different postings. So these are some of the Power BI reports, standard Power BI reports, which are available, which is embedded in the system. So here we have the actuals and budget actuals, the income statement, which is showing the actual, the budgeted, and the variance. This is one of the standard reports which is available, and this is the income statement which with variances. Here also we can see the previous year. There are a lot more functionalities which are a lot more standard reports. This is just a sample for your knowledge. So this Power BI reports, we have bought in all our tables which we saw in the budgeting, advanced budgeting and budgeting module. We have bought in all the tables, and we have prepared a basic Power BI reports for your for just for your understanding based on the tables. So here we have here we have the for the particular year what is the final budget based on the cost center and department. So this one we have the option to change the to get a multiple financial get the report based on multiple financial dimensions. So here we have embedded this particular report directly into our dashboard, and you will be able to see this particular view in our dashboard directly. So these are the this is one of the report based on the cost center wise financial cost center wise. We have the based on the report based on the report grouping, we have prepared a small dashboard, a small chart, and based on the ledger names, what is the budget that what is the budget which is allocated, and whether it is an asset or an expense. These are just a small briefing on the reports. Under development, we have the projected reports. We have the projected reports for the monthly allocation of budget and the comparison of the previous year and the previous year and the coming year budgets. And yes, here we have the other reports as no, this is just staff budget. The staff budget, we have the projected staff budget and the total. This is for the current year up to September. This directly from our already posted transaction, and this is the projected budget. And we have same for the revenue budget. This is current year up to September and projected for the 3 years. And like this, we have multiple reports which we have created. This will have better better we can give the management a better view of the reports. So that's it about the small topic. I think you are okay with this. So thank you guys. Thank you for being with me. Over to you, Anish.
Thank you, Rahul. Thank you for this session. If you have any questions, you can put it up in the chat box or just raise your hand. I'll allow your mic. We have one question. Mr. Ram, I've allowed your mic, Mr. Ram. You can unmute it and speak up.
Hi, thank you very much for this webinar. My question is, whatever the configuration you mentioned, is it at group level or the company level? If we have multiple companies, do we need to configure for each and every company?
We have configured it based on a company level.
So that means every company we have to go and do this work. I'm
Yes,
talking about
but
the master setup.
there is an option to copy this particular setup into multiple legal entity. That option is available in the system.
Thank you. So that can ease the work. My second question,
Yes.
From operating to capex and financial budgeting, how the balance sheet and that would work? Are there particular forms of capex or how the depreciation calculation or DSOs,
Yes.
DPO, the forms where we have to go and define, which will help to prepare the balance sheet and therefore the cash flows, etc.
Yes. So here you can see we have integrated all the main accounts, the main account types, the main account categories, everything into the into a budget control form. Okay, from the and one more thing is that all majority of the expenses are covered under the budget. Only thing which is not covered is the depreciation budget. That also we are creating a depreciation budget, a projected depreciation budget for that. That also form part of the report, form part of the reporting, and all this capex. We are creating the budget for capex as well. We are not leaving the capex. Hello?
Yeah, thank
Am
you.
I answering your question?
Yeah, it is. So in fact, to introduce myself, I am one of your customer, the
Okay.
SAPG, and recently joined as a CFO.
Okay.
And is this module which is in the standard or is bit of customized or
This is a
whatever
customized
feature
module.
you shared?
This is customized module.
The customer. Thank you
Yes.
very much.
Thank you.
I've allowed your mic, Mr. Sharif. You can ask your question. You have to unmute
Yes,
yourself and ask.
yes, thank you. I want to ask regarding for consolidated budget
Okay.
and the cash flow consolidated. If I have more legal entity,
Hmm.
and what about elimination for some transactions between more legal entity?
Transaction between the legal entities, I think between the legal entities, this is not possible. But we have to create budget differently for different legal entities, right?
Yes, but if I want consolidated budget, yani I have three company or four company. Each company
Okay.
have a legal entity. I want
Okay.
this four company to
Hmm.
get one budget, one consolidated budget.
No, actually, this doesn't work like that. We have this consolidation. It is within a company with different departments. So different department budgets will be consolidated. So that is how this particular model works. This is not the consolidation between the companies.
And it means it's no way to make consolidated budget, same consolidated financial statement in
No,
Dynamics.
no, we can make it. We can make the consolidation a consolidated financial statement in Dynamics. We have the option which is available in the GL module itself. Either by way of the financial reporting it is possible, or consolidation a separate module itself is there to do this particular your requirement.
Thank you.
Yes.
Mr. Emmanuel, I have allowed your mic. Please unmute yourself and you can ask your question.
Okay, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
we can hear
Emmanuel.
you.
Yeah. I'm currently working for a group of mines, and we just implemented this budget control
Okay.
with the standard one from Microsoft.
Okay.
But apparently, our management are requiring us to do budget control at stock level.
At the
So
stock
they
level.
want,
Okay.
yeah, they want us to control before we buy. Yes, we understand we can control at issuing level, but they're saying there's no point to control once it's bought already. So currently our budget control is working well for procuring things that are not stock related, that are like services, free tax, But when we are doing stock replenishment or when we are buying stock,
Okay.
how can we block people from overbuying?
Yes, at the PR level itself, you can fix this particular control. So once the purchase requisition is raised, that time itself the budget error the system will throw the budget error. So they won't be able to purchase it. They won't be able even to proceed further with the purchase order. So you have to control it at the purchase requisition level.
Yeah. So the challenge with the purchase requisition level is
Yes.
it controls per GL account, right? So and
Yes.
the GL
Yes.
account at this moment is a balance sheet, yet we don't have the cost centers on against balance sheet accounts. So
Okay.
our items are all posting say to one asset account, which is a stock control account.
Okay.
And we don't put cost center in our accounting structure. We don't put cost center on balance sheet. Since we were thinking we can catch it at the issuing level. At issuing level, yes, we can tell this item has been consumed by this department or by this cost center. But when we are buying, we're just buying for everybody. So so it's bulked into one GL account, and that GL account do not have cost center. And so we are just trying to look for ideas. What is the best way of controlling this kind of scenario?
Okay, currently, if you don't have the cost center, you can just control it on the GL level itself. That is the best way.
Yeah, which is not really useful for our management, because imagine we have a mining department, we've got a processing department, we've got this one, they've got $1 million US, this one $2 million US. So we would know who is on a specific item, who is spending more than than required, especially at buying level.
Yeah, so the best, and as I said, the best thing is to control at the PR level itself. So they can't even proceed with the PO.
Yeah, so maybe just to summarize, they were requesting us if we can do budget control at M code level, if we can load budgets and the forecasts per each item, especially our major items.
Sorry, I didn't get you. Sorry.
So they were asking, can the system allow budget control per item code, per individual item code?
For the individual item code.
Yeah, like the way Minimax works, right? You've got your min, you've got your max. So if we can also have for your big item values, for example, diesel or acid, which powers the mine. So you can say this is the quantity we expect it to consume this year, and this is the forecast price. Now, when you are buying it at PO level or PR level, can the system now look at the M code and look at the forecasted or the budgeted quantities and amount, then controls at that level? I don't know if you've done something like that.
No, that item level, because the item code or item level, there is no control for that. System don't have the control. This is always at the main account and financial dimension. The system always works the main account and financial dimension, and you always know that particular item is always defined to a particular posting profile, right? So that posting profile we have the main accounts. Based on those main accounts only, we have the control. We don't have the control on a particular item.
Now, okay, that's fine. Maybe I can reach out to you guys after this and see what will be the best solution to tackle this.
Yes, you can reach out to Anshul. He will
Sure, Mr. Emmanuel. I'll connect with you separately. Meanwhile, Ranjana, you can run that particular poll. If you guys want to reach out to us separately for any consultation, for any requirement, or for any query, please just respond to this poll, and I will reach out to you post this webinar. Please do respond, guys. If you have any query or requirement, do respond to this poll. We'll reach out to you separately. Meanwhile, I'll allow Mr. Ahmed's mic. Mr. Ahmed, you can speak up your question. Unmute yourself and speak up your question.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hi.
Basically, I'm referring back to the question from Sharif. I think he asked question of consolidation before the gentleman before this.
Okay.
I think what I understand from his question is that his company, the company where he works in, is like a holding company and has different subsidiaries. And there is only one board of directors for governing the whole group.
Hmm.
What the board wants is uh, they want to see the consolidated financials for the group, for the holding company,
Hmm.
as well as a consolidated budget for the group. Yes, we understand that each group, each company has its own budgeting process, etc.
Yes.
And this solution will definitely work very fine with each company.
Hmm.
But at the same time, they want from within the system itself
Hmm.
generates a consolidated budget report for the board along
Yes.
with the consolidated financials. That's his
Yes.
question. So is that kind of consolidation possible
Yes, it is possible.
at
Yes,
holding
as I
level?
said, it is possible in the system. It is we can do it directly with the help of the financial reports which is available in the system, and with the help of a module, separate module is there. The consolidation through that module also this is possible.
So that is with the help of such management reporter, which is within Dynamics 365 or within the budget module itself.
Sorry, I didn't get.
This consolidation, is it
Oh,
done from within the budget planning process or from a different module such as
this is from
management
the
reporter?
management reporter. Yes, management
Management
reporter.
reporter.
From the
Oh,
management reporter, it is
okay.
possible. Yes,
I understand.
yes, yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ahmed. Mr. Ram, Mr. Sharif, Mr. Emmanuel, and Mr. Ahmed, if you want to reach out to us separately, please do respond to that poll. We'll reach out to you separately based on your response. Anybody else having any question? Please raise your hand. I think nobody has any question. So we'll just wind up our webinar series at this point. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in. I'm not sure whether some of you have joined previous sessions or not, but they were also very helpful, and some of really great customized solutions developed by TSC has been showcased there. If you want to access the recording, it will be uploaded on our website in a week's time, and you will be notified through email. Please do check out those sessions as well. Thank you so much, guys, for joining in. Uh, we might reach out to you for feedback. Do give your feedback, and keep looking for any other webinar series that we are going to conduct. Please do support us. Thank you so much for everyone. If you have any questions, queries, you can always reach out to anshul@thesolutionglobal.com. I have put my email ID in the chat box. If you have any feedback, any query, any requirement related to Microsoft Dynamics, do reach out to us. We would be happy to assist you. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining in. I hope you have got great insights out of all these three sessions. I look forward you guys to join our next webinar series that most probably would be on supply chain. Thank you so much, guys, and have a nice day.